What's good, yo? So tap Dutch. So I recently went to visit my grandpa. He's suffering from something similar to Alzheimer or whatnot. Who knows? Memory loss. Doesn't remember that well. So I had a cousin of mine asked me. He's like, "How do you deal with talking to grandpa? Cause it's like doesn't remember anything." And I told him, I'm like, "You gotta see the brain at that point as a AI, as like a robot or a coding program. It has its basis that it knows, but it's pretty much unplugged from the internet. So it's like playing a game without having internet connection. There's only so much you can do. There's no updates. So whatever you put in is whatever it puts out. Now you got to figure out what are the right codes or what are the right combinations of buttons or the right words to say to somebody that has memory loss, because they'll respond, but not to what you think. They'll respond to what they know. So an example is I went to show my grandpa a picture of my daughter, and I told him, this is your grandson, and your great grandson. And even though he wouldn't remember that, I could have a conversation based off of that with him. And I because your whatever's programmed in his mind will come out when I trigger such things. So I showed him a little girl and told her that's my daughter, and his response is discipline. He's like, remember to discipline your daughter. Make sure you teach her discipline above everything, because that's what she's going to remember. And he kept saying that over and over, and I kept responding with yeah, because if you don't, this and that will happen. And he would respond, but yeah, that's true. Even to a point where I thought he said he recognized. He's like, no, I remember you. And I was like, wow. So I'm even thinking he had a moment within all of that memory loss that I was able to get through to a part of him that accessed my memory. It felt like he meant what he said. But back to discipline. Um, it also served him well. It also serves as a remedy to memory loss. It's because if you have discipline, um, at some point, what you keep doing over and over, what you learned yourself to do, it's gonna go into your DNA, or some people call it akashic record or whatnot. It's gonna go into your, more than your permanent memory. It's like I said, it's gonna go into your DNA somehow, that you're just automatically gonna do things. And I've been reading this book. It's called I think Power of Habit or something like that. I bought it at the airport. And this book talks about how I didn't finish it. Some people that have memory loss, the it depends on how much discipline they had, is how they can continue their life. If you were always chaotic and didn't have a way to do things like I do sometimes, um, if you come to the point where you're no longer connected to the internet, um, you're gonna be all over the place. But if you had a steady a steady rhythm, even throughout your memory loss, your body is gonna be used to certain things, even physical, like with eating. If you're used to eating the same things, even after your memory loss, your body's still gonna respond to that food. If you go for walks on a daily basis, if you stretch out for a daily basis. So this is why discipline is a very important remedy for memory loss. So practice it while you can. I tell my parents too. Actually, they know plenty about discipline. And myself, I've been doing some things recently upon this, not discovery, but because it's common sense, really, if you think about it. So yeah, man, discipline as a cure, or not cure, but remedy for memory loss, because it's not gonna cure it, but it's something that in the future can make you um, have less memory loss or deal with it better. All right. Hotep Touch. Peace out.